Good morning to you all. It looks like I'm on the go here. I'll join up with the things as we're going along. Let me put this up. Just want to make sure this is working fine. Don't know what's going on here. I can't hear. Okay. My image will come up in a minute. Beg your pardon. Let me put this up. Just want to make sure this is working fine. Just a bit on the rush, but don't worry. Good morning to you all. Don't know what's going on here. I can't hear. Okay, I can now. I think that's up and running. So let's carry on. Good morning, good morning. Welcome. You're watching Citizen by the platform where we speak truth to power. I'm going to take away a few things. Sorry about this. It just happened. I don't want to stop the broadcast because it's since it's on. I was trying to get a few things more done, but I want to talk about CONIFA. As I speak to you, good morning, and welcome to Citizen by the platform where we speak truth to power. We're going to talk about CONIFA. It's very, very important. I'm going to be adding other platforms as we go along, so just bear with us. Bear with us whilst I get that done. Trying to make sure everything is working fine, but it's really pretty simple, straightforward, really. The time is now for us. We're going for self-determination. Nothing can stop us. We mustn't allow anything to stop us. Nothing can stop us. We are going all out for self-determination. It's our inalienable right, and nobody can stop us from going for that. I want us to also be very, very aware of that. So, good morning, and welcome to Zinewai, the platform where we speak truth to power. What I want to do, I'm going to quickly, just whilst I'm talking to you here, I'm going to make sure it goes live on Facebook as well. That's what I'm trying to do at the minute. So, just bear with me because it needs to be there as well. We cannot leave this. I want you to know also that the CONIFA is just around the corner, 20th and 21st of June is when it's happening, and of course you all know about the July 12 rally. It's going to start from 12 o'clock to 3, I believe. So we need to be there. Let me just carry on with what I'm doing here so I can bring more people on, and we'll touch on a number of subjects around that. But this is always today. I'm expecting the T-shirts for this to be in possession of that today at some point. So when I do, I will come live with it so you can see it. But I really want us to really get behind this now. I would like us all to get behind it and help bring this to to the wider audience, get us all excited about it because it's very important for us. It's the first time that our national anthem will be sung on a field of play. So that's very, very important, and it's a day that we must all remember. We want to be able to be there, to be able to say, we were there when this was done. We were there the very first time. I had a T-shirt on. I want you to remember. What will you remember of that day? That's what I want us all to really focus on. What will you remember? Don't forget to subscribe to Season AY on YouTube. What will you remember of that day? The day when the Yoruba football team, Yoruba national football team, when they decide, when they play their match in Johannesburg, which is going to be 20th and 21st of June, I believe. Let me just check the details on that. I want to make sure we got it right. What will you say? How will you remember that day? Did you have the T-shirt on? That kind of thing. It's very important. So, like I said, once I get that T-shirt, you will be rest assured I'll be putting that on. I can't wait to have that T-shirt on. I tell you, I just cannot wait to have that t-shirt on. I can't. So yeah, okay, I think I've got this going now. So let's do this straight away. 1 second, let me just do that. Is that the one I'm gonna do? Okay, no, I'm gonna do it like this. I want to do it like this. So yeah, so very very important day. Let me just check something, please. I beg your pardon if you may not, if I'm a little bit distracted somewhat, but it's all for a good cause to make sure that we get the information out there so people can see us. So yeah, we're getting people to join us now on Facebook. People will be joining us on Facebook, and that's very important that we do so. Good morning, those of you on Facebook. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. This morning, as you're joining us, please go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and subscribe to Citizen AY on YouTube. Here's what you need to do for those of you who are not familiar with the how it works. What you need to do is you see, subscribing is something you will call. It's going to be the similar process as though when you're going into your front door. The first thing you do is when you get on the front door, you put your feet at the door, wipe your feet, come in. So think of subscribing to Citizen AY as wiping your feet as you come into the discussions. Very very important that we continue to support Yoruba Nation, and the football team is one thing that we can all do. So please, of course, go ahead and subscribe to Citizen AY on YouTube. Those of you watching me on Facebook. Now let's see, one more thing we're going to try and do is to try and get this other one going. Then we can really crack on. Yeah. So good morning, those of you on Oduduwa TV Radio. This morning's broadcast is going to be on YouTube. That is, those of this broadcast is going to be in English, as you all know. The broadcast is for Citizen AY, but it's going to be in English because we're trying to reach as many people as possible. Now, what you see, let's go and read through the description of what the day is really all about, so that we have an idea of what we're going to discuss and the areas that we're going to cover. I think it's very important to do that. Good morning, good morning, good morning. We just need you all to help us make sure that you spread the word. So as you're watching this broadcast, send it to a friend. Your notifications, the notification for Citizen AY has been switched off by Facebook. They switched it off for some reason. For whatever reason, they decided to switch it off. But that's we're not going to waste too much time on that. What we're here to do is to bring attention to what is important. This the CONIFA football is very very important to all of us, and I want us all to please 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 help us by sharing it. Make sure that you are ready to participate in it. So let me just do something quickly. I want to just read through one of the things that is important in this discussion so that we can so briefly, let me read through what the topic today. More and more evidence that contraption Nigeria is a failed state, and I'll give you a list of things that will we'll talk about. For example, how is it that somebody will come and talk to us about paying, the audacity to talk to us about paying that a nomination form is 100 million naira? A government that cannot provide you with safety, security, water, light, roads, schools, bridges, healthcare, is peddling forms for nomination to its party. 100 million. Do you not see that it's obvious that our money has been looted? These are clear evidences of when they say we haven't got money, but they are asking for their aspirants to put 100 million naira down to be considered for an aspirant. And this is honestly speaking, These are the kind of things that we should be aware of. We should all be alarmed about that. But that's one of the reasons why we should support what I'm putting before you on the screen, which is the Yoruba Nation football team. It's very, 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 very important that we speak up about this. We are not silent. Please share this broadcast, subscribe to Citizen AY, and also you can join us as a member on Oduduwa on Citizen AY as well. There's a membership scheme that is currently going on, and we'd very much like you to join us and help us promote Citizen AY and be able to join us in ideas and suggestions that will be coming forward. We were planning to have a session where people will join what we call the Citizen AY Constitutional Awareness Action Group. So CCAAG. That group has been long in existence, but now we're actually going to bring it on board onto the onto YouTube, so that when we will do a Zoom session where people will come in and we can actually focus on the Constitution. So that is something that we're trying to do. So being a member, it's important that you go ahead and be a member on YouTube. Join us there, because that's from where we will be running the Citizen AY Constitutional Awareness Action Group. It's called Citizen AY Constitutional Awareness Action Group, CCAAG. So we're going to be putting something up about that in a video soon. But I wanted to just give you that heads up, as it were, because it's very important for us that we begin to take steps to free ourselves. We have to already the simple thing of just by being part of this, just by us preparing for this match, is for the CONIFA match, is is part of that process. Very, very important part of it. And I once again want to urge you, if you haven't already subscribed to us on YouTube, please go ahead and do so. Subscribe to Citizen AY on YouTube, the platform where we speak truth to power. We need your support. And as you're coming in, hit the notification button and, of course, give us the thumbs up. It is really, really important. This morning's broadcast is going to be largely in English, because when we're doing Citizen AY stuff, we will do it in English. There are going to be one or two things that we'll be touching on as we go ahead, as we go along. I may use some Yoruba in between, but overall, our aim is to make sure that we speak to our Middle Beltern brothers, our Igbo brothers, and our non-Yoruba speaking Yorubas on Citizen AY platform. So that is why it is important that we do what we're doing and being able to bring it to your attention. Now, again, I'm gonna now that we're more or less set, and I had to just set the scene, as it were. I want to thank you all for your continued support. Please don't forget to go ahead and subscribe to Citizen AY on YouTube. Here's what you need to do for those of you on Facebook. If you're watching and you haven't subscribed already, please just go ahead and do so. Here's what you need to do. Just simply subscribe, hit the notification button, subscribe, hit the notification button, and give us a thumbs up. So, and please subscribe to us there. And you can also be a member. We will be holding sessions on YouTube where the Citizen AY Constitutional Awareness Action Group is actually going to take part. So those of you who are already on Facebook, because of what Facebook are doing, we can't trust them too much. So we want you now to join us as members on YouTube. And I'll be putting that on the group so that you can follow us and join us as members on YouTube. That way we can go live, we can do our streaming uninterrupted, and we can grow that and come up with suggestions and ideas around this constitution, making it aware. Making people aware. We have to make sure that the struggle is communicated to everybody in the simplest language. And you can play a part in this. You can play a part. It's not only Citizen AY. We are all impacted by that fraudulent constitution. We are all, good morning, Bibiri, my brother. We are all impacted by that fraudulent constitution. And it's important that we really speak about it. This fraud has to stop. Please, I urge you, if you haven't subscribed to Citizen AY on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe. Now, I am waiting. I can't wait to have that t-shirt on. I am itching to have that t-shirt on. You know why? Now let me go into the thing and show you. Here, I hope you've shared this CONIFA thing, the tournament. The tournament is due to take place 20th and 21st, if I recall, 20th and 21st of May. Beg your pardon, of May. 3 weeks. So where are we now? 20 and 24. So time is in fact less than that now. So we really need to hurry up. So 3 weeks thereabouts. So we need to support that. What do you call it? Support this the tournament. We need more funds for our boys to be able to play. And I want you to picture. Let's find a pitch. Let us find a pitch and show you what I mean. Let us find a pitch and show you what I mean. If I can find them playing a game, let's find a game where they were playing, and just imagine us being there. Let's have a look. So, like I said, there are donations so far. Somebody as late as donated £20 as late as today. Somebody has donated £20, and we need to continue to do that. Our target is 50,000. We are only about 3,000. So we really need to put a lot of effort into this and to get it growing. Very, very important. And why are we doing it? Because on the day, that's where they'll be wearing the t-shirt. That is the what you see there is like the fire where the breathing and communicate, the fire that we have and the belief for our nation. Those are the white fires, if you like, that is flaring up to charge us, take us to where we're going, which is Yoruba nation. And of course, the colors of those are the colors of the flag. But the interpretation of what you see there is actually like fires to fire us to our destination. So I can't wait to wear that myself. I cannot wait. And you see the flag behind me. That's what I've got there. And we need to do that. Now, let me see if I can find a bit more information on this to give you around that this competition. Let me see. Let me just make sure I get some things in place. Is it coming? No, sorry. 1 second, please. 1 second. I know this is a bit of a rush thing, but I wanted to make sure that we communicated it. Now, let me see. Okay, so now. So very, very important. Imagine I want you to picture this in your mind. Imagine when they start singing when they say, okay, they introduce the Yoruba Nation Football Federation team, YNFF, because CONIFA are for nations that are going for their independence. So imagine on the pitch on the day where they suddenly say, okay, now we present to you the national team for Yoruba Nation. And we all say, okay, let's rise for the national anthem of Yoruba Nation. They will literally do that. And what we will do is we will all sing like I'm going to sing right now. And we will all put our hands on our chest and stand up. I'm sitting down because you can see me on the screen. I can stand up, but it's I have to change the camera angle and all that. So it's best for me to sit down. So all of us would stand up. At that point, when they say the national anthem for Yoruba Nation or Oduduwa Nation, it's for Yoruba Nation. The national anthem for Yoruba Nation. And we'll put our hands on our chest with the t-shirt on, many of us. And we'll sing like this. Iṣẹ́ wa fúnlẹ̀ wa, forílẹ̀ ibi wa, kágbéga, kágbéga, kágbéga fáyẹ̀rí. Ìgbàgbọ́ wa ni pé bá ti bẹ̀rù làbọ̀ mọ́. Ká ṣiṣẹ́, ká ṣiṣẹ́, ká ṣiṣẹ́, ká jọlá. Ìṣọ̀kan àtòmìnira ní ẹ jẹ́ ká máa lépa. Tẹ̀síwájú fọ́pọ̀ ire àtòhun tó dára. Ọmọ Oòduà dìde, bọ́ sípò ẹ̀tọ́ rẹ, Ogo Adulawo. So imagine when we sing that with this t-shirt on, that would be fantastic, wouldn't it? Can you just imagine that you have that? Just picture that, And I also want you to picture our boys on the field, with the national anthem and singing it from their heart, and all of us singing with them. Imagine that first moment, how that will feel. I want you to picture that. I want you to hold on to that vision, so that, because that's what we need. That is what we must hold on to. We got to bring to life our long-held ambition for Yoruba nation. From the days of Awolowo, late Awolowo, he's been, when they did the Western region. From those days on, we've been clamoring for a Yoruba nation, but we've been deceived at every step of the way. Now we say no more. It is within our grasp to get Yoruba nation. Excuse me, please. I'm just drinking a bit of water. So it's within our grasp to get that Yoruba nation, and I want you all to know that we have a role to play in that. So our donations right now is very important. Also, as I'm talking to you now, I'm actually going to pin the referendum onto that broadcast, this broadcast as well, on the platform, on Oduduwa TV radio, on Citizen AY, on YouTube, because we need to continue to sign that petition, because that is the most important thing we can do, because as you all know, the contraption is a fraud, and we have got to continue. We're not waiting for the contraption to give us a referendum. We are organizing it, such as it's being done right now. We are organizing that petition ourselves. The target is for 5 million. We're hoping for more than that, and so let's all sign it. So let me just put that there, so that those of you who are watching now, you can actually go ahead and sign the petition if you haven't signed it, and not only sign it, share it among family and friends. So that CONIFA tournament is very, very important. Less than 3 weeks to go. We need to raise as much funds as possible. Your support is needed. In whatever, £5, £10. It doesn't have to be a big amount. That support is very, very important, because when we're able to get that support and donations coming, the team will be able to get there without any disruption or any hold-ups, and that is very, very, very important for us all. So good morning. Dayo Gunle, good morning. Lever Nati, good morning, and good morning to those of you all watching. So about our sign, please sign. I'm going to put the Yoruba one first since I'm there. So so I'm putting that right now, and I'm going to pin it at the top of the broadcast, so that way if you're coming in and you're seeing it, you can actually go ahead and do the same thing. Please subscribe to Oduduwa TV Radio as well. We are grateful for your support. We are over 8,000 subscribers now on Oduduwa TV Radio. Thank you very much. Continue to subscribe. Go ahead and subscribe to Citizen AY on YouTube also. We are truly grateful for your continued support. Every time you do that, it helps us reach more people. So continue to subscribe to Oduduwa TV Radio, and of course to Citizen AY on YouTube, and mobile and Lady Best, because we are all doing this work collectively to achieve the common goal, which is Yoruba Nation. So let me just proceed and put the petition there, so that people can sign it. Let me see, I can walk now. So now, there we go. So please sign. Please sign the petition. So I'm putting that there, and I'll pin it there. Please sign the petition. Sign the petition. So we'll put it there, and the petition will be there. So when you go in on Citizen AY on YouTube, the petition is the first thing you will see. And it's important that we do this particular step in this way, because what we're trying to do is to reach as many people as possible. So like I said, CONIFA is weeks away now. We're weeks away from that contest. The game is going to happen in Johannesburg. I think it's a 4-day event with four teams are going to be involved, and I think a 2 or 4 day event. And also there will be an event in September. Is it September, October? The World CONIFA tournament for nations who are looking to become nations themselves. Indigenous people, groups who are wishing to become nations, they're going to be playing in that. So that is something to look forward to, and let's us make sure we continue. So like I said, one of the things that I'm saying right now is, if you're watching me and you haven't subscribed to Citizen AY, go ahead to Citizen AY and subscribe to Citizen AY on YouTube. Those of you, good morning, those of you on Facebook, if you're joining us for the first time, please help us. Go ahead and subscribe to Citizen AY on YouTube. The notification button on many of our broadcasts has been switched off by Facebook, so you may not see our broadcast as in many cases, but that's why we're trying to speak directly to you and be able to bring information to you. So it's very, very important. We urge you, please. So one more thing, I forgot that now. So it's not a replay. Sorry, let me just change. As I'm looking at it, I'm just seeing that now, and I want to change one or two things so that it doesn't give you misleading information. It is not. We are live as we speak, so it's not a replay. So there we go. That's adjusted now. So now, like I said, I'm going to just show you this because I want to talk about this at length. Those of you that haven't signed the petition, the Yoruba Nation petition, please go ahead to Citizen AY on YouTube right now. Click on the button. You will see the link there in the comment section. It's pinned. You click on that, it will take you to the website where you can sign it. So very, very important. This is what they're wearing at the tournament in Johannesburg, CONIFA tournament for Africa, and we are going to participate in that. So please, let's do what we can to raise funds. What do I mean? 50,000 pounds is our target. We got about 3,000, maybe slightly more when you count a few other donations that are not part of this broadcast here. But do beg your pardon. So very, very important. Now, I'm going to come back and I'll be talking about this throughout the broadcast. Good morning to Levi, Nati, Bibire. Thank you very much. Good morning to Dayo Gunleye. You're watching us on Oduduwa TV Radio on YouTube. And those of you who are watching us on Facebook as well, if you are on Citizen AY, I bid you good morning. On Oduduwa TV Radio, I bid you good morning. On Odua New Ashewa, good morning. On Omo Oduduwa Group, good morning. On Citizen AY Constitutional Awareness Action Group, I bid you all good morning. I bid you all good morning. Please, this broadcast, please do share. Don't forget to hit the notification button. Make sure we reach as many people as possible with this broadcast. What we're trying to do is to raise the level of awareness. Again, I want to touch on and make sure we remember that I'm telling you, I'm letting you know that I'm waiting. My t-shirt is already on the way to myself. I'm hoping it will come in at some point, maybe this morning or this afternoon. And once it comes in, rest assured, I will be wearing it. You will see me wearing it. You saw Lady Best yesterday. She was wearing it. Let me show you the video of of Lady Best wearing it. And that's it. So you can see, and I'm going to be bringing it on the platform, but it's something for us to be excited about. So let's go and look at how Lady Best brought that about. Where we not that one, this one. Okay, so let me just see if I can get that up for you, because it's important that we have that. And it's on sale. She's in Italy. It's on sale right now. So those of you in Italy, get in touch with Lady Best, and if you want, get your copy before it runs out, because this thing will run out fast. And that is what I'm trying to show you. So here's Lady Best wearing it in sorry, not that one now. Let me just show you. And I will be yours truly will be wearing it myself once I get it. Oh, sorry about this. Where is it? I do beg your pardon. I don't know what happened there. Okay, so yeah, here we go. So I want to just show you what it looks like. So let me make it big. There you go. So let me go back to where she's, and you will hear her talk about it. So let me see you. Let me see you. So that is Lady Best wearing that, wearing that with pride. So you see that? Let me just go back a touch. I want you to see she's wearing it with pride, So that is what it looks like. So that is what we should all be looking forward to. You'd agree she looks very nice, don't you think? Wouldn't you say? She looks very nice with that on. I think that looks really nice. And I'm really quite happy that she's doing that. And I cannot wait to get my hands on that as well. Aren't you excited about this? This is something we should be excited about. We should be excited because this is something a monumental. We want to be able to say we were there when we put on that T-shirt, when we sang along with our national team. This is why we are doing what we're doing now. Let's bring some excitement to this. It is something that we must do. It is it's a call to all of us. We must do this. We have to. Beg your pardon. I'm just making some adjustments here. I want to make sure it brings it into where it should be and not anywhere else. So, yeah. So very, very important. So that's what the shirt looks like. You can see it looks very, very nice on her. She wears it, she wears it very, very well. Can you see that? Really nice. Really, really nice. And that's the joy. That's the joy of Yoruba Nation. We need to communicate, connect with that. We need to be, that is something that we must connect with. I tell you, I cannot wait. I cannot wait to get my hands on that T-shirt. I'm actually quite excited. And let's use that to motivate us to support our team. Tiwani, as they say in my language, is ours. So please, the account is here. The thing is here. I'm going to give you you know what I'll do? I'm going to put onto I'll put the link onto the broadcast now on Oduduwa TV Radio. So you will see that link coming up right now. Because this is, we need to really go beyond just talking about it and get behind our team, because that is the best way. You see, you might think that football is nothing. It's just, no, it is more than football. This is about all of us now and how we go about, supporting our team. So let me just put link for donation, link for CONIFA donation. So let me just put it here. So you will see it, donations. So you will see it come up. It's important that we do this. I know I'm spending a lot of time about this, but this is something that we really need to make sure we get behind. So, and if it means that we spend a bit of time on it, then so be it. So I've put it there. You're gonna see it again come up on Citizen AY as well. So let's go ahead. You will see it come up again on Citizen AY on YouTube. Very important that we take those critical steps, because what we're trying to do here is something quite that is amazing. By following, that would actually inspire many of us and our youths to connect with Yoruba Nation when they watch our team play and they hear the national anthem and they're wearing the T-shirt. They are inspired to go more, to want to bring this nation into life. So we can do this. It is doable for us. We should not limit ourselves in any way, shape, or form. This is our time. We are the generation that are going to bring Yoruba Nation to life. And let's play our part in it. I keep saying it, I've said it over and over. So it's pinned on all there. It's pinned there. I keep saying it over and over. You are, this generation, we are the ones. We are all collective leaders in this struggle. So please support us, support it. One more thing I want to quickly show you. June 12th, I had a video done about that. I'm going to play that again on here. Let's see. I think it's on Citizen AY. Let me see if I can bring that to you, because I want you to see that as well. It's important. We'll play for a few minutes or so, and you will see what I mean. So 1 second, please. Okay. So I think I've got it. So let's look at the videos, and you will see it come up, because I want you to listen to the words in there. And this is the reason that we're going for a Yoruba Nation. And I'm trying to bring it to as many people's attention as possible. So let's play this here. Now, here we go. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. This flyer is for the June 12th rally in the UK. You can see the
Good morning, dear to Miranda.
pictures
Good morning to you.
in this flyer. One is the villain, Babangida. He stole our future. He's no hero. The other is late MK Abiola. He won the elections against Tofa. He had 8 million votes. Tofa had 5 million votes on June 12, 1993. On June 24, 1993, Babangida, that you see in the picture there, Ibrahim Babangida, stole our future. He annulled the elections. Since that date, contraption Nigeria has never been democratic. They stole Abiola's mandate. They stole our future. And since then, we have been impoverished and will remain impoverished by the unjust and fraudulent bunch of crooks who impose themselves on millions of citizens. And for that reason, for that end, they got to the point whereby they imposed the fraudulent constitution that has continued to oppress and suppress the indigenous people. So we say, we the indigenous people, from the middle belt down to the south, we now speak with one voice, and we say we have the inalienable right to go for self-determination, and we do not require permission from a fraudulent governance. We, via referendums carried out, currently ongoing in the various indigenous areas, the middle belt and the south, we are going to determine our future. We will go for self-determination, and we will have new nations based on the referendum that the people themselves will organize, because we have no governance in contraption Nigeria anymore. Contraption Nigeria is about denying us our rights to our resources in our land, particularly the indigenous people. That's why those of you listening to this broadcast, if you are from the middle belt all the way down to the south and you're in the UK, it is your duty to turn up at Trafalgar Square on June 12th. Join us in the rally. Indeed. We need to raise our voices. We are going for self-determination. We are going to have our nations, and we need to work together to achieve this common aim. We are tired of being slaves in our own land. The Fulanis do not belong to our part. They come from Futajalon, and they are oppressing and suppressing us. And the injustice has gone on long enough. The fraudulent constitution is a military decree that this man and his cohorts, Abacha and Abdul Salam, drew up and imposed on us without a referendum for us, the citizens, to say if we supported the constitution or wanted amendments or not. In the UK, on the 23rd of June 2016, the UK, before they left the EU, they carried out a referendum. It was years in making. They made announcements, they had discussions, they had debates, and then they put the referendum before the people. None was provided for the people, the people of contraption Nigeria. This fraudulent constitution, which is a fraud, was imposed upon us. Indeed. We never gave the seal of approval for the 1999 constitution. Therefore, we as the indigenous people, we are going for self-determination. And referendum, once we make the declaration of the referendum, we will go and create our nations and live as we choose. The Fulanis can keep the name Nigeria in the north, but we in the middle belt and the south, in unity, we are going for self-determination, and no force on earth can stop us. Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. When you hear the broadcast, please share it. We're going for self-determination. Please turn up on June 12 in the UK, Trafalgar Square. Be there. Thank you and goodbye.
Okay, so there you have one of the broadcasts. There's also another broadcast that I want you to watch. Let's bring it up. It's gonna be 14th and 15th of June. 14th and 15th of June in Brussels. So I'll bring that up shortly. Yeah, sorry, I just lost my train of thought just for a second. But now let's bring that to you as well. I want you to watch that. So the 12th is the first one. A number of dates that we need to put in our diary. Again, please, the donations are very, very welcome to support us in going for the tournament. Let's get you that rally. I spoke about it before. So let's do this again. We're going to just show you. Sorry about that. No. Okay.
So let me just keep. So these are important dates that we need to keep in mind. So here we go. No, not that one. Not that one. Sorry, I've done that already. So what the next thing is to do? Just bear with me. It will come up. Okay, now. So we're gonna play that one. This is for the. And again, we're all welcome to come to it. No, sorry. So not that one. This is the one I was looking for. So listen to this now.
Amazi Kechuku Onoha, and of course, it went day of April. The Biafra land.
1 minute.
Bring our brother from Oduduwa.
You can do that, Maz.
So,
Our brother Mazi. Okay.
So I'm just gonna forward it so you hear me.
The AY, you're welcome to Radio Biafra. Please go ahead. The whole world is listening.
So let me.
Okay. Good evening to my fellow brothers, my Middle Belt brothers, my Biafran brothers around the world, and of course my Oduduwa brothers as well. Look, the message we have for you today is this: we must work together in unity to achieve this independence. We want independence for Biafra, independence for Middle Belt. We want independence for Oduduwa people. To do that, we need to work together. And Ambazonia as well. We need independence. That means that we must work together. Now is the time for us to put aside our differences and work for a common goal to achieve Ambazonia, to achieve Middle Belt, achieve Biafra and Oduduwa nations. Because we all know we have been oppressed long enough.
Indeed.
So, what we are saying to you all now is, those of you watching now, the coming peaceful protest that's gonna be happening in Brussels in June. It is very important that we all come in our individual groups, come together. We must come together and stage a 1 million man peaceful protest in Brussels to support our clamor for ourselves, our right to self-determination. Please do not worry about what anybody else is saying or any divisions. What we are talking about is unity in achieving our self-determination in the various groupings that I mentioned. Please stop divide. We must stop dividing ourselves. We can all see that the Fulanis have been dividing us for a long time. They've been causing divisions among each of us in Biafrans, among Oduduwa, among Middle Belt, among Ambazonians. So now is the time for us to work together. Our common goal is to achieve self-determination.
Exactly.
I call on everyone who can come down. If you can make your way down, if you're in Brussels, come down. If you're a Biafran, come down in June, down to the peaceful protest. If you're a Oduduwa man, come down. If you're an Ambazonian, come down. Even a middle belt. All of us, the more we make the world know what is happening to us and we are ready to take steps, we're not waiting for anybody to free us. We must free ourselves. That involves all of us working together. So I want to urge my Biafran brothers, my Oduduwa brothers, my Ambazonians, my Middle Beltans, let's come out on that peaceful protest in Brussels. And in our millions, let's turn out. Those of you, if you're all over Europe and you can make your way down to Brussels, fine. If you can't, those who are in Brussels area, we urge all of those various groups to come out in unity. There is no division. We are here to free ourselves. Nobody else can free us but ourselves. And that is very, very important point to make here. Please don't worry about what anybody else is saying or whatever you're hearing. What we need to do is go for self-determination. So I urge you all, please join hands. We need you all to work together. Let me just add one more thing.
By all means, go
Many
ahead.
of you would have had Pa Adebanjo. He spoke a few days ago, and he said that the Fulanis, they are there to divide the various Biafrans, the Yorubas, Oduduwa, and Middle Belt. They are creating division so that we never unite. So if we do anything to cause disunity among ourselves, we are playing into their hands. We are playing into their hands. We must stop disunity. We must unite in the face of all their plans to show them that they have failed. So please, whatever we cannot agree on everything. Nobody is saying that we should agree on everything. But our common goal is what should be our focus. So I want to reiterate that. I hope as many of us will turn up in June for the Million Man March planned. The Amazonians are going to be there. Biafra is going to be there. Oduduwa will be there. Let's all, those of you who are in Brussels, if you are Amazonian, if you are Biafra, if you are Oduduwa, make your way down. We will shortly be I'll be promoting this Million Man March in the coming days and months and weeks. So please join us in that rally. If possible, I might attend myself, but we'll see how it goes. But nonetheless, I want you all to know that we are all leaders in this struggle. That means you listening to me, you can play your part. Your voice is important. Let me tell you briefly why you're a leader. Every one of us who are in diaspora, we are responsible for between 2 to 10 people that we are sending money to on a weekly basis. That means that people are depending on you. Right there, you're a leader. And once you're a leader, we need you on board to lend your voice to this struggle for self-determination. And if you lend your voice, collectively together, we can achieve this independence. We can get the self-determination. So please, let's all turn out on that day. It's about unity, unity, and unity. That's what I'd like to say. Thank you very much.
All right.
So I'm going to post that there. So the video is there. We gain 14th and 15th of June. You see there, 14th and 15th of June. And that is another one that we'll be talking about as well. So again, we're going back to what I showed you before, which is the T-shirt. I want you to just have the picture of Lady Best. She looks really nice in there, doesn't she? She looks really nice. I like that. I can't wait to have that T-shirt myself. She looks absolutely gorgeous with that on. So I would say to you all, let's make sure we go and get that. Very, very important. I urge us all. Let's work towards that. And how do we help? Getting behind the CONIFA team, fundraising. We need funds so that they can participate in that tournament. Very, very important. So let me just see if I can get a bit more picture of the full tournament, because I have it somewhere, but I just have to make sure I share it, because I know it's somewhere. There we go. Yeah, May. So we got literally 10 days to go. That's what I was going to try and show you. So the tournament is in May, not June. So it's less than a week. So let me just show you. So let me show you that. I wanted to make sure that I got the right information on that. And it's very important that we play our part in it. Time is very, very short. We know that we came to you guys a bit late. There's been a lot that we're trying to resolve and do. I spoke to Professor Banji Akitoye yesterday, and they're going to be making an announcement about joint accounts and all of that in the coming days and weeks. Literally matter of days. Let me just check something here. I want to make sure. Let me just see. Let me see now. I'm going to try and. Let's have a look now. Yeah, so it's a matter of days. Something will be announced that is going to be very a great development, a welcome development in our struggle as Yoruba people. So now let me make this smaller because I want you to see the bottom of it. Very important. Now you see there, 21st and 22nd of May. So that's literally less than 10 days away. Yeah. It's 10 days away. Today's the 20. Yeah. So in fact, we're 9 days even, something like that. Anyway, so that's gonna happen. So your donations is very important to get our boys down there. We need to support them. So it's the Yoruba Nation Football Federation that we're supporting, and that T-shirt, like I said, that you saw that Lady Bess is wearing, that is what I'm going to be wearing it later on today. I can't wait to get my hands on it. I'm wearing that later on today. I'm going to be wearing it, and I'm going to come and do a live broadcast with it. So I'm very excited to have that. I'm looking forward. I cannot wait to have that. So please, 21st and 22nd of May, less than 10 days away, thereabout, something like that. And we need to support our team. Our focus is, and the reason why is why we're supporting this team and why we're going for Yoruba Nation, Biafra Nation, Middle Belt is what I'm going to go into next now. So I'll come back and touch on this. So let's so just to show you again, those of you who are watching, so that you can get a clearer picture. Please, as you're watching, go ahead and subscribe to Citizen AY on YouTube. We need to go. We must go. And here's why I want to give you, I really urge you to do that. There is a Catholic priest that was killed. I'm going to read the story with you. So we're going to read through. Catholic priest dies in bandits' custody 2 months after abduction. These are the same government. This is happening under the same government that tells you to believe in one Nigeria. But they are not talking about the bandits. They're not bandits. And that's, you see, the fact that they are telling us to use the word bandits to describe terrorists tells us how they disregard our lives. Our very existence means nothing to the bunch of crooks who are not indigenous to our land, who are imposing on us this fraudulent and unjust constitution. We really must speak up. I want to again touch on something, as I'm going to read the story and I'll come back and expand it more about what I'm saying. See, he says here, Reverend, that's the name, may his soul rest. He died in the custody of the terrorists. They're not bandits. He died in the custody of the terrorists. And if this does not make you upset and angry, to want to take action to free you and your family from contraption Nigeria, I don't know what else will. This man was abducted by terrorists. To use the word bandit is like you're trying to say, oh, it's just cowboys and Indians. No, this is the life. This is our lives that is at stake as indigenous people, and that is why we need to go for self-determination. That is why we are organizing our own self. We are not waiting for the government anymore. We are organizing the referendum as Middle Beltans, as Biafrans, and as Oduduwa people. We are organizing it ourselves. So as you're watching this, I hope you're sharing this broadcast. Don't just watch it alone. Please, if you're on, particularly, we urge you, please share this broadcast as you're watching on Citizen AY on YouTube. It's very, very important, the information that is contained. I'm going to break this thing down a little bit more. So this is the late father Joseph Bako. May his soul rest in peace. He died in the custody of the terrorists. Mr. Joseph Bako, a reverend father of the Catholic Church in Kaduna State, who was kidnapped by bandits 2 months ago, has died in the custody of his abductors. The victim reportedly spent 8 weeks in captivity before his death. Although the police authorities have yet to confirm the incident, the Chancellor of the Catholic Archdiocese of Kaduna, Reverend Father Christian Okewu Emmanuel, disclosed this on Wednesday. According to, terrorists kidnapped, and I'll show you the story as well when we show you, about how they killed the security guard in Kaduna. According to the Chancellor, Father Bako was ill before his abduction, and the abductors did not allow him. They did not allow him to go and get his drugs for proper medication. So this is clear intent, and these are the people that the government is pardoning. The government is pardoning this same terrorist. This is what you need to know to motivate you to do what? To support Yoruba Nation. Look, you need to buy that t-shirt because you now know that the government does not care for your life. So you need to be getting Yoruba people, get this t-shirt, support us. Let's get this thing off the ground. No more talk. This guy, they knew that he was ill when they even abducted him, but they let him die without getting his medication. That's cruel. And this is an indigenous man killed by foreigners, invaders that the government are sponsoring to kill us. That is why we cannot support contraption one Nigeria. A government sponsoring invaders, terrorists, foreigners to come into the country and kill the indigenous people to take our land. That is not a government for the people. It's a government of oppression. They're using this fraudulent constitution to oppress us in our own land. That is why we need to go for self-determination and carry out our own referendum. We're not waiting for anybody, no, not the UN, not the government. We, the people, must do this. And we need to provide vigilante groups for ourselves because the killings is happening every day. Now, in his reaction, Most Reverend Matthew Ndagoso has sympathized with the family of the late clergyman over the incident. He also communicated with the entire Catholic community of St. John Kudenda and assured them that with fraternal closeness and prayers. Father Bako was kidnapped by bandits at his pastoral residence of St. John's Catholic Church, Kudenda, in Chikun local government area on 8th of March 2022. Now he's killed. He's dead. This is actually death at the hands of the terrorists to prevent him from getting medical help. It's cruel. They showed they made a woman pregnant give birth in captivity. And you're telling us we're one Nigerian. These are the things we're trying to show you. Now let's go and look at the original story a little bit because I want to just give a bit of context. When we're doing things, it's important we understand how these things work. So let me just you see, on the 8th of March, suspected terrorists have kidnapped priest Father John Parish of St. John's Catholic Church, Kudenda, in Kaduna South local government area of Kaduna State. Reverend Father Joseph Akete. You see, Joseph Akete was killed. His name is Joseph Akete. Killed. You see? Although the state government and police are not yet to confirm this incident, the Chancellor of the Catholic Deanery of Kaduna Diocese, Reverend Father Anthony Dodo, channels television that they confirmed to the channel television that government invaded the parish house early Tuesday and shot the gate man to death before proceeding to the main building where the priests are living. He said that terrorists later broke into one of the rooms where the priest was sleeping, took him away, while the second priest managed to escape from being abducted. You see, while lamenting the latest incident, it makes a total of 8 Catholic priests that have been kidnapped by bandits in Kaduna, and that is your government, and that is I presume that's El Rufai, yeah? Is that not El Rufai? I mean, look, this is evidence of why we need to go. So I just wanted to just read a bit of the story to give you a bit of background, and there's a lot of things to talk about. Now I want to talk about may his soul rest in peace. So let's go back to the original story of the pastor, the priest. See if I can find it. Yeah. So they killed the security guard. May the souls of the two of them rest in peace, because they killed the security on the day, and the pastor now died. Akete, Joseph Akete, was there, but they say Bako. I wonder, the name is Akete rather than Bako, from what I understand. If you look at the raw report, I wonder if something is being played here. I don't know, but I'm just surmising. But anyway, most important, may so rest in peace. Now we're gonna go and talk about something. APC fixes presidential nomination form at 100 million naira. A government that has deliberately failed to provide water, light, roads, security, safety, hospital for the people is setting forms for nomination to the as a presidential aspirant at 100 million naira. And yet you say and the money that it could be used for our roads is being looted by the same people that you put in power to oppress us. This is sheer injustice. Please, I want you to share this broadcast. Please, as you're watching, there's about 2 or so people watching us on YouTube. Please help us, share the broadcast. It's really important, the information that we're providing. And those of you that are watching us on Facebook, why don't you go ahead and subscribe to Citizen AY on YouTube now? Because Facebook are not really, they're not, I don't consider Facebook to be anything that one can, they do whatever they want to do. Let us do what we need to do. What I need you to do, as those of you watching us on Facebook now, is to do this. I'm going to, you'll see something up right now as I'm showing you this now. Here's what you need to do. Those of you on Facebook, I'd like you to go and do something right now. That is it. Subscribe to Citizen AY on YouTube. Click the red button. Hit notification button. Give us a thumbs up. And you can also be a member of Citizen AY on YouTube. You can be a member. You join. There's a join button. Click on that. There are several options where you can help grow and play your part in the discussions we have on Citizen AY. And there is a group called the Citizen AY Constitutional Awareness Action Group in there. We are moving a lot of the people from there to join us on Facebook, and we will be doing a video on there targeting those and many others who wish to join us on there. We'll be having regular meetings and discussions about the Constitution and the need for us to, one, as when we're going for those nations, to start having, to what, for example, kind of things we're talking about is what constitution is in place or proposed constitution is in place for Biafrans, what proposed constitution is in place for Oduduwa people, what proposed constitution is in place for Middle Beltans. This is a way so that we can begin to look at those constitutions and make comparisons with the proposed constitution and the imposed constitution that we have now. These are important things that we need to do. So we really need you. If you haven't subscribed to Citizen AY on YouTube, go ahead and do so now. And like I said, let me show you that one more time. Subscribe to us on YouTube. And you need to subscribe to help us to grow the platform and to reach more people. And also become a member on Citizen AY, of Citizen AY, Citizen Constitutional Awareness Action Group. That is going to be on doing more and more of its activities on YouTube. We'll be having a lot of the deliberations, and I'll show you examples of what I mean in due course. But whilst we're doing that, what I want us all to do, as you're watching this, please share this broadcast. Very, very important that you share this broadcast. Now, so April 20, the APC decided that they were going to the presidential nomination 100 million, and then meanwhile, while the nomination form is pegged at 70 million, expression of interest is expected to go for 30 million, while the nomination form is pegged at 30 million. Expression of interest, and these are money that these are the same government that cannot provide us with water, light, road, safety, security, and they are flashing 100 million among themselves. That is the money that they've looted from providing us with infrastructure, good roads, water, light, provision of jobs, safety and security. And so it's either the money, they split the money among themselves, and they give money to terrorists. You heard Governor Bala Mohammed say the government is providing 80% of the funds that they're using to bring terrorists that will come and kill us in our land. You see why we need to wake up. That's why I'm saying this. Support the Yoruba nation. Support us. Please donate. As you're watching this, we are giving you reasons why you need to support Yoruba Nation football team, and to be able to go to Johannesburg on the 20th and 21st of May this month. 10 days time. Please. These are key evidences. And of course, PDP is no better. PDP is asking for 40 million. And what else? I don't know what else that they're doing. But these are the funds that could be used to fix our roads. People, they are not even able to pay 30,000 naira a month for all of the people, the minimum wage. Several governors are owing thousands of people money, and they're still coming to compete and tell you to vote in a fraudulent election. Let me say you something. I'm going to come back to that election and talk about that in more depth. But I just wanted to show you the hypocrisy. That's why I'm showing you 100 million naira. And what is a nomination form? Now, let me show you a nomination form in the UK. Let me show you. Yeah? Conservative nomination form. Let me see. Let me just see it. Let me see. Because they don't even show this. For MP. Let's have a look at what they do. I'm just trying to see, Let's just see what they do. Let's just see. I'm just trying to see what they have. See, they have a guide to becoming a conservative. I'm just showing you. I'm not promoting them. I'm just trying to show you. So I've attended for what happens now. So what asking for? So they will tell you, provided. So they even help you to walk through that process. You see? Now, let us go and look at what the APC has. So I'm just trying to see. So the question, I'm just trying to make comparisons to see the fraud. Just to, I'm just showing you. So this is something, Conservative Party candidates, you see, it talks about that. Let me see what they talk about the candidates. Guide to becoming a candidate. Being an MP is a vocation like no other, where you have the chance to make real and lasting difference in the future of the future of our country and to the people who elect you. So whilst it may seem a long, complex, uncertain process, if you think it's right for you, then please read on as we try to answer some of the questions you may have at this stage. Currently, to stand in Parliament, you must be over 18 in the UK and Irish or Commonwealth, and do not otherwise be disqualified. If you meet these requirements and you have further any questions at this stage, the team will be happy to talk to you. You can contact team at candidatesinquiry@conservatives.com. You see, straight away, there is no talk of funds, 100 million naira. None of that. You see, I am sure I would like to stand. Again, please visit us at the website, candidates.com. So let's go. Let's do this. You see, I want to see what the candidates do. Let us, as an MP, let us go. I'm just showing you the fraud. That is why we need to break it up. Let me just show you. This is the conservatives that are supporting that nonsense. So let me just do this. Let me see. You see? Now let's see. Manifesto, volunteer. You see, news, volunteer, join, renew, sign up. So invest in a school, straight seats, so you can then join. Now you can join. And when you join, there is no talk of money anywhere. No talk. There's no talk of 100 million naira anywhere. As an MP and all of that. None of that. A Prime Minister, the same thing. You're not paying anything. You're not paying. This is the fraud that I'm trying to show you, that to show when a government comes, a party comes, and then they say the nomination, expression of interest, 30 million. Nomination form, 30 million. 70 million. This is fraud. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope this is really important information that we're sharing. Please, we really do need your support. And let me go and look at those of you on the TV radio as well and on YouTube. Please subscribe to Citizen AY on YouTube. Go ahead. Please, we need your support to continue to grow that platform. It's really important. Facebook are just really making things more or less impossible. So we want to take steps ourselves to free ourselves. The song I sang, I keep saying that again. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds. Have no fear for atomic energy, 'cause none of it can stop at the time. How long must they kill our prophets? Whilst we stand aside and look, whoa. Some say it's just the part of it. We've got to fulfill the book. I want you help to sing. This song of freedom is all I ever hear. Oh yeah, redemption song. Redemption song. We have to emancipate ourselves from mental slavery. These guys, they are lying to us. They are taking the money that they loot from you and they're excluding you from the process. You saw now in the conservative one. If you want to stand, you write to them. There is no talk of any money to put any money down. But they put the talk of money, the Nigerian government, they design it, the contraption, APC and PDP, they design it to exclude you, the people that they want you to vote, from the process. Look, let me show you. They are, nomination and expression of interest forms, 100 million. This is where designed to exclude you from the process, and they want you to vote. That alone is enough evidence of why we should go for self-determination. That alone. Just that point alone. And I've showed you the conservatives who support this contraption that we call Nigeria. They are telling people, I've just gone into their website, they've told you what you need to do. You see, conservative website. So that's the kind of things that, and you can, let me see if I can find, we can, I'm trying to see, young conservatives, lottery, code of conduct, equal opportunity, safeguarding, parliamentary diversity data, gender, career contact, register to vote, renew your membership, party organization, you know. So they got all of these things. It's open. There is no talk of you having to provide any funds for anything. But this guy, straight away, is to exclude you. And you who they exclude, they are going to oppress. And that is what is happening to us. When they exclude you from anybody should be able to go and say, I want to be president of Nigeria. And to be able to put a form down, canvass for people, and get the support. But they restrict you. Firstly, they make it impossible. If you have a party, it's those two major parties, they are restricting your ability to have that. In the UK, you can form a party. You can create your own organization. If you have the, if you have the support of the people in the community, you can do that. Without them, they're putting restrictions in your face. I'll come back and talk about that later on. Let me show you something as well. And they're doing that because we have been silent for too long. And I'm here to tell you we should be silent no more. Here is it. Here it is. I'm going to put that up now because I wanted to talk about that. I didn't want to leave. Again, okay, this is in Yoruba. Ṣètò láti darí ìlú pẹ̀lú òfin oníkàkí láì jẹ́ kí àṣẹ àwọn ọmọ ìlú mọ̀ pé irọ́ ni bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. So now, sorry, let me, I'll rephrase that. I changed that later on. Let me find the one that I want here. Sorry. There's one particular one I want. Is that it? Is that it? I don't know. Yeah. That's the one I want to show you in English. It's easier. What you're seeing here, it says Federal Republic of Nigeria scheduled to promulgation decree number 24 of 1999. So that should say off, but it's fine. But you know what I mean, 24 of 1999. 24, 1999. Which means it's in the year 1999 when they made that decree. It's a fraud. It is a huge, gargantuan fraud that we must reject. And that is why the best way to reject it is not to go and vote in the fraudulent elections. You already see that they're excluding you from the process. You as an ordinary person, you cannot go and decide to create a party and challenge them. They don't want, they've collect, those two parties have made sure that the control of that nation is in their hands. You have to go through them. That's why any other organization trying to go for any contest is a fraud. INEC, I'm here to tell you again, is a fraud. This is a shadow. And I'm going there because I want to reiterate it, and it is worth talking about this so we understand exactly what they're doing to us. Now, look at this now. I want you to look at this. It says so. It says it. You know, the Constitution as set out in the schedule to this decree shall come into force on the 29th of May. I don't know how else to explain this. 29th of May 1999. They imposed this on us without a referendum. There is no referendum. There is no referendum in sight. Are you seeing what I'm saying? You see, I'm going to do something about this now. I'm going to just watch me for a second. I'm going to do this now, and I'm going to bring it back out because I am that sickened by what I'm just seeing that I don't even want to. The more I think about it, so I'm going to do something as I'm talking to you now. But if I can. But what I'm trying to bring to your point, to your attention is this. These people, they know that this is a decree. That what we have is a decree that's been used to rule us. That was created by the military. And they keep telling you to believe in it. That it is a constitution. When it is a fraud. It says here to omit parts of the schedule. And, you know, the part of the decree from the schedule. So that is why I put on there schedule to promulgation decree number 24 of 1999. It is not a constitution. Until we, the people, vote on it, it does not become a constitution. It is our seal of approval by voting by way of a referendum. When the people vote on it, so far to date, that constitution is a fraud. It is a fraud. And I want you to be aware of these things. These are really important things that we should be talking to our people about. And I want us to engage in this process. And that's why we are very keen for this information to reach as many people as possible. You see, Federal Republic of Nigeria schedule to promulgation decree number 24 of 1999. Because what you see there is a schedule. What is contained within this is this schedule. It's a schedule. Now let's go and look at that schedule. These are things, and in there, I want to talk to on a particular point. I'm going to a particular place, which is INEC. INEC is a fraud because we, the people, we did not agree to its creation. We did not, because it was attached, it was put into the schedule without our knowledge. No discussions about how it's created, nothing. Let me show you where it is. Let me show you. 1 minute, if I can get this one. Yeah, so now let's go in here. Let me show you. So go to Citizen AY on www.citizeny.org. So www.citizeny.org. So we're going to type that in. Yeah. There you go. It comes up straight away. As soon as you type it, it comes up. Now, what I wanted to show you is this. You see, in here, we already have the proposed constitution of Yoruba Nation. The word proposed is very important. That means it's an idea. It's a proposal. They are proposing the idea that they have, and they are putting it before the people. The Nigerian constitution was an imposed one. This is one here. That's why it's a fraud. They did not ask us. They did not consult us. They imposed it upon us. That's a key difference. And that's where we're going. Now, look at this. You see, Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. It cannot be our constitution unless and until we, the people, by way of a referendum, vote upon it. Still date, for 22 years, we have not been allowed to vote upon that fraud. So it remains a fraud. I hope you are following what I'm talking about here. It's very important to talk about this at length, to break this down in as many ways as possible. And in all of my broadcasts, I will be putting a section down where this is going to be part of the discussion so that we make sure that it reaches as many people as possible. So we understand that, and we can convey this message to our family and friends to make them know that they should not be participating in any elections because it's a fraud. It is a fraud. Take it from me. It is a fraud. Because what they put here as a constitution is not a constitution, but a schedule to a promulgation decree number 24 of 1999, as stated here. It's a schedule. It's a schedule, not a constitution. Very important to understand that. And we want to reiterate and ensure that that message cuts through so that people are justified in going for self-determination. That is the justification that we need. We don't wait for the authority from the government. Justification for our actions, collective actions in going for self-determination is what I'm giving you. This is the justification. Please leave comments as you're watching. I know Facebook are playing games. And please go ahead and subscribe to Citizen AY on YouTube as well. We need your support in growing this platform on YouTube because Facebook, they keep switching off our notifications. So when we come live, people don't see us. And it's important that we change, begin to address that. So your support is very much needed. So like I said, that is not a constitution, but a schedule to promulgation decree number 24 of 1999. I'm probably even going to be playing around to this stuff to make sure you understand, so that people understand what's been done. And we will do this as long as possible, over and over and over, to wake our people up because we truly are asleep. And I want us all to really please share this broadcast. Good morning to those of you watching. I might probably be here for another hour or so, but maybe not an hour. Maybe another half an hour to 45 minutes, maybe. But what I want to do is to bring this to your attention. Now, let's go down. So please remember. Now, let me go. I'm leaving that there. Now, let me go and show you that document. See that document here? When it talks about omit, shall be lawful for the government to omit parts of this decree. And what's part of this decree? This is decree. To omit it from the schedule. To omit it from the schedule. You see? Because they want it to to look like the schedule is your constitution. No, this decree is what they are using to rule you. It's an imposition. And then they say here, apart from the schedule, and that is why instead of using the word schedule, they call it constitution. You cannot call it, again I repeat, you cannot call it a constitution until the people have signed up to it. And the people have not signed up to it. It's a fraud. So this is a schedule to promulgation number 24, promulgation decree number 24 of 1999 of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That's what you should state so that we know. So anyway, that's another point there. So now let's continue to, let's continue on. And I want to talk about this. Please, if you've heard about it before, fine. But we have to go through this over and over to wake up as many people as possible, because they might be watching this for the first time. But many of you would probably know. Don't tire of what we're saying here. We're trying to wake up as many people as possible. Now, let's go to the next thing. I want to show you something. Why INEC and the entire process is a fraud. And I say it categorically. INEC and the entire process is a fraud because it is contained in this same schedule that we, the people, have not signed off on by way of a referendum. Let me show you. Many people won't understand. But when we say, where did INEC come from? INEC stems from the same fraudulent 1999 constitution. And it is not independent. INEC is not independent. Very important we understand that. Let me see if I can get this done. I just wanted to bring this to your attention. Please continue to subscribe to Citizen AY on YouTube. We very much need your support. Let's have a look there. So I'm just trying to show you they have lied to us, and we shouldn't be accepting the lie anymore. It's time we woke up. Now, let me see. I think I'm not far off now. So, 1 minute. See, they put Sharia law. None of this. They didn't ask any of us. It was all imposed. They did not ask us. That is not a constitution. That's an imposition. And we need to be very, very clear about what is being done to. And that is the justification why we are going for self-determination. Don't wait for them. Oh, they will come and let you do a referendum. No, we're not waiting for them. We must take the steps to put the referendum in place. Let me see if I can get this thing. I'm coming on. Here we go. Schedule. Schedules, you see? Schedules is part 3 schedules, what I'm looking at. Let me see if I can find you the one. Third schedule. Now, I want you to look at this. I'm going to bring it up now. There you go. Bingo. You see there? Let me forward it, bring it up a little bit so you can see it now. In the middle there, let me do that. In the middle there, you see, is the Independent National Electoral Commission. It was created the day they signed off on this fraudulent constitution. So you know that anything to do with that process, it is a fraud. We should not be taking part in this process because the constitution itself is a fraud. We, the people, we didn't sign off on this. I wanted to state this. I'm trying to restate it again because many people don't understand. We have every justification in having no confidence in INEC because the basis upon which it was created is fraudulent. INEC was part of the schedule to promulgation decree number 24 of 1999 that the military created. We, the people, are not involved in the creation of INEC. We weren't. And we did not sign off on it. If we are going to be, and that is the clearest evidence, INEC is not independent. It is not. It is a National Electoral Commission without independence. National Electoral Commission without independence. Because everything is controlled by those who created it. It's important we understand that. And I wanted to bring that to your attention. It is part of it. Now, again, key thing to say about this now, as I'm talking to you, is the issue to always go back to, this says here in the documentation, says this decree may be cited as the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Decree. Without asking us by way of a referendum, do we support this proposed constitution or not. It's a proposal. It's a proposal, and without the people's consent, it cannot come into force. Right now, they forced it on us without our consent. And that is why we should not support any elections. We should say no to elections because the basis upon which INEC was created was fraudulent. The basis upon which the so-called constitution was created is also fraudulent because it's a schedule. It is not something that we, the people, have voted upon by way of a referendum to say we agree with the constitution or not. And that is why we're bringing that to your attention. So I hope that makes sense. So let's, I'll carry on and I'll come back and touch on it again. So now, so another one. Oh, sorry. So we talked about that. Now I want to talk to you about this thing about Garba Shehu. Now, yes, before we do that. So apparently there are 8 ministers that want to, is it 8? Let me see. President ordered all members, President, the audio one, ordered all members of the Federal Executive Council running for elective offices to submit their registration letters. Then the president did in trying to ensure the members of the cabinet abide by tenets of the constitution. Nonsense. I mean, this is a fraud. We don't have a constitution. We don't. And this is all this is all a falsehood. What we have is a decree, and we need to expose it. As many people as possible, should really get up and support what we're doing here and expose this lie. It's because it's according to section 84 of the Nigeria's Electoral Act. You see, that is not something that we passed. This is, again, it's all to do with the creation of INEC. And that's all the fraud. Now, how many people have been there? So based on here are those who are directly affected by the president's latest directive. So Malami is trying to go for governorship in, I think, I'm not quite sure, KB or something. Powerful AJF declared for KB governorship. However, if this is to come to fruition, then he will have to swiftly see the legal nullification of the clause, or otherwise tender its registration. So now, you see, they're trying to fight it. Now, here's what Garba Shehu said. They are playing a game. You see, in fact, by what I've just read to you, once you know that this is a decree, you see, once you know that the constitution is, the decree may be cited, they're lying to you. The decree, what we have is a decree, and it says so at the top of the document. See, it says so. Promulgation Decree number 24 of 1999. Once you understand that, you will understand that everything they do now is all a game. This is a game. All of this is all a game. We should have no part in the playing of that game. We should be going for self-determination. And that is what we should focus on. But I'm bringing this to your attention to make you know that everywhere, at every opportunity, they're trying to lie to you and make you believe that we have a constitution. We don't. It's a military imposition. And that is what is very important for us to understand. Now, let me see if I can find the other thing I wanted to talk about. I may have to go and come back, but I really wanted to just touch on things so that we understand. Like I told you now, there's no asking anybody for money or anything when they're becoming a member of, when they're going to go for, to be an aspirant as an MP or none of that in the UK. But these people who are telling you, to make sure that we don't ever even stand a chance of, winning anything, they are putting obstacles in our way. And trying to say, oh, they're following. That constitution is not the one the people. It hasn't got the seal of approval from the people. It hasn't. And as far as that's concerned, for as long as we're being killed and nobody's being jailed, for as long as we don't have roads, electricity, water, light, safety, healthcare in that contraption, all of this stuff is evidence that we are being ruled under military rule, disguised as a democracy. That is the plain fact. And that's why we're bringing this to your attention. And that's why we're so committed to making sure that we spread the word about the fraudulent constitution. Now, I want to show you something that this guy was talking about. Let me see if I can find it. Is that there? Yeah, let's listen to this Gaba, Gaba. Let's listen to the excuse he's going to come up with now. Let me see if it will come up. So I'm just going to try and bring it up. So now, here we go. So I'm just providing context. For us, it is important to understand that that is not a process that we should be involved in. As Middle Beltans, as Igbos, we should not even be involved in this process. We should be focused on how we're going to separate ourselves from contraption Nigeria using, all the means available to us. Listen.
I don't want to be dragged into names, especially given, all of the things that are happening in court and all of that. Does he consider himself a head of agency or parastatal? Does he consider himself a member of extraministerial department? I think that he and his lawyers will determine what is the implication of that for them.
Does the presidency consider the Central Bank of Nigeria as one of those extra-ministerial parts of government that is appointed by the president? Which head is appointed?
Again, I don't want to be dragged into technical details of this sort. And the president's directive is clear, conveyed by the secretary to the government of the federation. If you are a minister, if you are head of government agency or parastatal, or a government, a political appointee, ambassador, and you want to contest for elective office, resign. That's it.
Okay, let me ask it differently. Does it include anyone appointed by the president whose office is tenured?
I think that the decisions will be made by individuals in that place. Where they, on their own, say they will go, it makes things easier for everyone. But if they think that they are entitled to continue in office as they contest for Senate, governor, or minister, or president, then that opens it to a further directive, and we expect that clarification will then be issued in due course.
That question, Mr. Shehu, is being asked just to be clear, because there are those who would, as you very well know, being not a lawyer but a journalist yourself, there are those who will be wondering, hey, anyone given the opportunity would want to eat their cake and still have it in their hands. So that's why that question is essential to ask. If you're saying every ministry, every department, every agency that is affected, the heads that are affected, who have presidential or any other political elective post's ambition should resign. It just needs to be clear. Already they have a tenured office. That tenure isn't open, and they are asking for another tenured office altogether. So some people would think, hey, this is a no-brainer.
It's a fraud. It's a fraud.
No, I mean, your question is perfectly in order. I don't see anything wrong with it, except perhaps I may not have the answer that you wish to get. We're dealing with a government policy, a government directive, a circular of government issued by the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, duly approved by the President, and clearly states who is to go. So I think that if you occupy offices like that, you make the decision by yourself. Otherwise, someone will decide for you. I think that's the point.
Mr. Shehu, with regards to Ayo's question, the concern about by the civil society about the CBN governor's aspiration is that it's rather sensitive, particularly, the offices where sensitive election materials are kept, and of course the impact of his political activity on the economy, forex to be precise. Is the presidency concerned about all of these concerns expressed by the civil society?
The president is well advised on all of these matters. You would rightly assume, you should rightly assume that senior advisors, chief of staff to the president, secretary to the government, chief economic advisor to the president, and about everyone who is there, they tell the president what is right and what is wrong. And I believe that the president has all of the information at his disposal, and the decision will entirely be made by him. As it is,
the entire governance is
Go
based
ahead.
on a flawed document.
It is, yes.
Document. It's
He has
flawed.
given directives very wide latitude, covering about everyone. If somebody thinks that the directive has missed their heads, then it is up to them to make the decision to stay or to go. I certainly, again, resist, the pressure, if you like me to say, to be dragged into the single issue of the governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria. The president has given his directive clearly stated out, overwhelmingly, wide, latitudinal, and is for people to place themselves where they think they belong.
Anyway, so my people, the reason I showed you that is to just show you that we are in a situation where fraud pervades the entire system. Fraud, corruption, lies, the lack of respect for the same document that they imposed on you and I, that we did not sign up to. That's why we're bringing this to your attention, so that we know the lies, so that we can continue to expose this fraud. And we use all of those things as the reasons for supporting the CONIFA tournament, 24th and 25th, 21st and 22nd of May, 9 days time. Please go and click on that link, donate what you can, and the t-shirt is coming. As like I said, as soon as I get mine, I'll bring it. Let me, I'm showing this so that we know the things. All of these are for us to know that we are going to, why we're going for self-determination, because of the oppression and the suppression that is going on a daily basis in our land. Farmers are being killed and they are not being compensated. Their family are not being compensated. Their crops are being destroyed. They're not being compensated. But the people that the government brings in to kill Middle Belters and Southerners, they are being compensated. In fact, they say once they repent, they're being absorbed into the military. They're being, Abu, governor, something Abu or something, talked about they can conceive the time when there will be a Fulani man, having whatever he said, can become a president of Nigeria. That shows you the clear intention. You should not be that, to even suggest that a terrorist can now be a president of Nigeria is supporting terrorism. Is actually supporting terrorism. But these are evidence that we need to use to say, right, we want no part of, contract in Nigeria. Let me show you what he said, so that people don't think I'm just talking nonsense. Let me show you. Let me see now. What's it called? Let me go and get it. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it. See you. Sorry, 1 minute, please. Give me a minute. I want to just show you so that we know that this is, this guy here, that they cannot be allowed to get away with this lie. This is a lie. I want to make sure I get it right. Hang on a minute. I can't. Okay, I'm going to find the video. where he talks about. I'm trying to show you that video, but I cannot find it at the minute. But I will bring it back. I will bring it back when I can. But that's the kind of things that we're talking about. When they're failing, and those are the motivation that we need to use to go for supporting the Yoruba Nation Football Federation and donating what we can and encouraging our people to go for self-determination, that we must organize ourselves. One has been done now with the referendum. Please go and sign it. Very, very important that we sign it and raise the level of awareness. I'm going to be back later on before and give more updates. But those are the things that I wanted us to look at. But as I speak to you, of course, the football, the t-shirt is £30, and I believe the cap is £20. The cap is on its way. I should be getting the shirt to wear, and I'll put it on this afternoon, and I'll talk to you about it. But our focus remains. Everything that we're doing is to go for and encourage us to continue to step forward and organize and create self-determination ourselves by organizing it and organizing a referendum to actually show to the world that we, the people, collectively say we are going, and nobody can stop us once we do that. And that is what we need to do. So, ladies and gentlemen, with that said, I'm going to have a bit of a break now. I'm back later on. Please, when you get this podcast, please go ahead and share it. Let's help grow the platform. And we're grateful for your continued support as ever. But let's continue to show this to more people. Please. Sorry about that. My fault. There we go. So subscribe to Citizen AY on YouTube. Go ahead and subscribe to Citizen AY on YouTube. Click the red button, hit notification button, give us a thumbs up. And of course, you can join as members. Like I said, we're going to be doing a lot of the discussions in terms of Citizen AY Constitutional Awareness Action Group. We'll be doing that on YouTube more and more. Facebook are not reliable, as you can see. The numbers are a joke. And that's why we should be moving it to YouTube and be able to get a better response and be able to coordinate our activities a lot more on that basis. So very, very important for that piece of information. That. So what's left for me to say now is to say thank you very much. Let me see. Okay, listen now. President aspirant Tinubu supporters fight dirty while sharing money in Abuja. There you go. Let's go and bring this one home. They're sharing money. They fight dirty. Let's bring this to your attention. When we say that it is a fraud, people say, oh, we're talking nonsense. We cannot support this nonsense. We need to break it up. Let me forward that. One second. So let me just do this. You will see it come up in a minute, because it's better that you see it rather than me just saying it. Now let's go and get this up for you so you see it come up in a minute. So let's move this one here. Just give me a minute, please. Okay. So I'm gonna get that to you. So we'll read that for a little bit, then I can, because I need to go and get something done. I'll be back later on, no doubt. Watch out for us on Oduduwa TV Radio. We'll be doing a program this evening. And let's have a look. So now, they are fighting over money. Look at that. Let me just get them. I'll get this up properly. Because now here you go. A second. Now let's put it here so you can see it, because I want you to see what's been done, the fraud that's going on. When we say Nigeria is a fraud, this is what we mean. I'm going to show you in a minute. Okay, so put it down. Let's see what happens. Come on. I need a few more. Okay, so Tinubu supporters fight dirty while sharing money in Abuja. The supporters threw caution to the wind as they engaged one another in a brawl. Listen, in a brawl leading to pandemonium in the area. Supporters, you see, look at the picture. Look at them. They're fighting, man and woman, fighting over money. You see, it's like, let me read it to you. This is a joke. Supporters of former governor of Lagos State, Tinubu, on Wednesday in Abuja engaged in a free-for-all at the International Conference Center, ICC, following the disagreement that ensued over sharing money formula for the money given to them. So the money of our people, this is what I'm saying. Our money is given to themselves. I told you. That's why they restrict. They don't want us to be able to challenge and speak up for ourselves. They are in every way, by way of referendum, they won't allow it. Our money to be able to build our road, they won't allow it. They want to control it and use it to oppress us in our own land. Say no to that. We're going for self-determination. It says here, the supporters threw caution to the wind as they engaged one another in a brawl, leading to pandemonium in the area. Troubles started shortly after the former Secretary of Government of Federation, Babachi Lawal, who was there to submit nomination forms and expression of interest forms on behalf of Tinubu, left the venue. The group of supporters who positioned themselves as strategic locations at the center were given a bail money which triggered the fight. A bail of money which triggered the fight. One of the supporters was cited running away with money as the others went after him. He was eventually caught mercilessly beaten. Wow. So let me show you. There you go. So I want you to have that picture in your mind. You know, this is what we are saying when we say that nation is corrupt. You know, Babachi Alawal, who himself was, if you recall, the grass cutting 200 million naira or something, I can't remember, 200 million naira grass cutting, money meant for IDPs, or is it 200 billion naira? It might be, it's most likely to be 200 billion naira. Money meant for grass cutting ended up in his pocket, and then when he left his post, they handed it to his brother. I mean, look at this. What does that tell you? What does that tell you? Looking at the picture, they're fighting over money. What does that tell you? These guys are fighting over the money meant for building roads, schools, bridges, hospitals. These are reasons that we're giving to you to make you really understand that the time has come for us to go and to step forward and we're justifiably so, step forward and continue in our drive for self-determination as the nations of Yoruba Nation and Biafra and Middle Belt. We must continue. We need to continue. And unity, because this is being used to divide. Look at the fight. They beat, for money, they're beating somebody up. And, money that is meant for our roads is being looted and shared among themselves. Say no to 2023 elections. It's a fraud. That constitution is a fraud. It's a decree. I've showed you. Decree number 24 of 1999 is what you look at. And it says so at the top of the page. See? At the top of the page. Before I go, I want to show you. It says so at the top of the page. Let me... See, look at the top of that page. Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, promulgation decree number 24 of 1999. Laws of Nigeria. It's a promulgation decree. It's a promulgation decree. A proposed constitution is one which the people must pass into law. This wasn't proposed. This was implemented and imposed on us without our say-so. And you can see they're stealing money, they're sharing money. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to have to bring it to a close here. I'll be back later on. Please do share this broadcast. When I get that t-shirt, I will put it on. Please don't forget to sign the petition. I've pinned it on Oduduwa TV Radio on YouTube, Citizen AY on YouTube. Go ahead and sign our petition. Let's continue to speak truth to power. You're watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. And what we're trying to do is to enlighten as many people as possible. Please, before you go ahead and do something for us. We'd really like you to go and subscribe to Citizen AY on YouTube. It is really, really important. It's of immense importance. We're grateful for those of you that have already subscribed. Continue to do so. Share it to family and friends. We need to awaken as many people as possible because of the fraudulent governance that we have. We need to empower our people to go for self-determination 1000%. And the information we're giving here is to enable you to reach that decision yourself based on the evidence that we placed before you. So let me just do this again. Okay. So there you go. So please go ahead, subscribe to Citizen AY on YouTube, the platform where we speak truth to power. We really need your support in growing that platform. And also you can become a member. Join Citizen AY on YouTube. There's a join there, and there's a range of options. You have the gold, and you got the bronze, silver, and the gold membership. Please look at that. Join us. We're going to have discussions around the constitutional awareness, Citizen AY Constitutional Awareness Action Group. There, we're trying to talk about the failure, why this constitution is a fraud. And then we will also be looking at proposed constitutions from the other places, from Olujua, from Biafra, and from Middle Belt. We will do that more and more. So I urge you all. Thank you so much for watching. You're watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. I'm going to bring it to a close here. I'll be back later on, either again in English, but then in the evening, 7 to 9, watch out for us. We'll be coming with the T-shirt for Yoruba Nation. That will be awesome. I'm looking forward to putting that T-shirt on. And please donate. Go ahead and donate to the Just Giving for the team to be able to go to Johannesburg and compete on the 20th and 21st and 22nd of May this month right now. Let's play our part. Let's continue. 3461 is the figure. Our target is 50,000 naira, 50,000 pounds. Let's ensure we do what we can to get them there. We can do this together collectively. We mustn't tire. We must even relent. We have every justification in going for self-determination, and that's what we must do. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for watching. I'll be back later on. You're watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. What I'd like you to do again, one more time, please, to remind you, go ahead and subscribe to Citizen AY on YouTube. Go ahead and subscribe to Citizen AY on YouTube. There you go. Okay, again, those of you on Facebook, we're going to do the same thing so that you can have it as well. Go ahead and subscribe to Citizen AY on YouTube. Oduduwa TV Radio, please subscribe to us on Oduduwa TV Radio and on Citizen AY, on Mobile, Lady Best, and the others, Jago. Please, let's continue to speak truth to power. We mustn't tire. You're watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. I'll be back later on. Thank you and goodbye.